So guess what, guys? Tomorrow is my 25th birthday. I know, no one is going to believe me that I am actually turning 25 tomorrow because it sounds really old. Personally, I was getting really depressed over the fact that I'm turning 25. I was having like a little bit of a quarter-life crisis, but then I thought, well, nobody even believes that I'm 24. I have this kind of disease where you hit age 15 and then you just never age after that. By the time I hit 15, I basically ended up in this state, and it's just remained like this ever since. I'm still gonna have people that are gonna ask to see my birth certificate or something, I know, but just trust me, I am turning 25 tomorrow. People always say, oh, you're so blessed. When you're 40, you're gonna look 30. When you're 30, you're gonna look 20, and it's gonna be the best thing ever. But right now, it sucks. It's really, really annoying most of the time looking so much younger than I am. For instance, when I'm out with my 17-year-old sister, people ask if we're twins all the time, or they ask, which one of you is older? And when we tell them our ages, I think they're pretty much assuming that we're both 13 and we're twins. But no, she's 17, I'm turning 25, and no one believes us. I mean, obviously it's a given that I'm gonna get carded for alcohol until I'm at least 30. It's a miracle if I'm even out with my parents and I don't get carded. In fact, this one time I was out with my sister in Toronto, where the drinking age, by the way, is 19, not 21. This was last year, so I was 24 years old. I was sitting at a table with my sister and I ordered a drink. The waiter carded me, which always happens, so I was expecting that. And he looks at my New York State ID and he asked me if I have anything else because he thinks it's fake. So I look young enough in Toronto, Canada, that they don't believe I'm 19 to order a drink. Plus, if I was gonna have a fake ID in Canada, why would I get one that was a New York State ID? And why would it say that I'm 24 instead of like 20, considering that the drinking age is 19? Eventually, I just gave him this bewildered look, said I didn't have another ID, and gave him a credit card with my name on it just to show that I really am this person. He begrudgingly gave me my vodka soda. And okay, maybe that's excusable if I'm out with my sister who's actually younger than me. They think that we're around the same age and that makes me look younger by default. But it's ridiculous. I still get carded for R-rated movies. The last time I got carded for an R-rated movie, I was with my boyfriend. This was, whatever, 6 months ago. Whenever Paranormal Activity 3 came out, we went out to see that on opening night and we wanted to see it together. He was 23 at the time, I was 24 at the time. We both got carded, which, okay, we got carded for an R-rated movie, which means that they think that we're not 17. They thought that we were younger than 17. He doesn't even look as young as me. And after they carded us at the front so that we could get our tickets because they thought we were 16, we then went in and gave our tickets to the person who was collecting them outside the theater, and they carded us again. So we got carded twice in the span of 5 minutes for an R-rated movie. I mean, I'm 16, no, I'm freaking 10 years older than that. It's ridiculous. And unfortunately, I'm in a kind of a career field where I'm working with kids all the time and I get mistaken for one of the kids. Last spring when I was student teaching, I would constantly get looked at with these dirty looks whenever I would go into like the copying machine room or the main office or try to use one of the faculty facilities. Because even though I was wearing a suit or a skirt and a top and heels and makeup and everything because I was student teaching, they still thought that I was a high school student, even a middle school student. So the people that worked in the offices or the other teachers would assume I was a student and give me these dirty looks like I wasn't supposed to be there. And then I would have to explain to them, no, I'm a student teacher, I'm allowed to be here. One time, a woman wouldn't even let me into the faculty women's room, the bathroom, because she thought I was a student, and I just thought that the bathroom was closed or something, so she's like, oh, no, you can't go in here right now, you can't go in here. I'm like, oh, okay. So then I went to a different faculty bathroom. The next day, she saw me and she noticed that I was wearing heels and I was dressed up and I was a student teacher, and she's like, oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were a student, that's why I didn't let you into the faculty bathroom. And almost every day I would go down this one set of stairs and there was this hall monitor, this older woman, that would ask me for a pass. Every day. She sees me every day. She knows that I'm a student teacher. She sees me all dressed up. The other kids aren't dressed up, the other kids. Look, I'm calling myself a kid now. No. She would ask me for a pass every day, and I'd look at her like, you don't remember me from yesterday? I am not a high school student. I promise. People don't believe me. They just don't. They don't. I mean, I don't know what I can do to look older. Once people get to know me, they realize that I'm not 15. But on first impression, people always think I look so much younger than I am. I mean, what do younger girls do to look older? Like, wear a lot of makeup, wear revealing clothing? I don't want to look like a slut, I just want to look older. That just gets fucking ridiculous. But tomorrow I'm turning 25, whether you believe me or not, and it's like a big milestone, especially since it's the last thing I can think of that you have to be old enough for. When you're 25, you can finally rent a car without there being like extra fees and stuff. I'm 25, I can now rent a car. There is nothing else left that I cannot do because I'm not old enough. So it's kind of depressing that I'm like really an adult. There's nothing else I have to grow older to do. That is, if people believe me and actually let me do it. Does anyone else have this like disease that I have? Like, how old do you look? And how long have you looked that way? I'm going on 10 years, so maybe tomorrow I'll wake up and I'll look 25, but I doubt it. Hey guys, I'm vlogging daily gray style from bathroom in Biloxi, Mississippi. I just wanted to show you like some of the things that were around. Yeah.